Welcome back to Inferno Online Stockholm. I'm standing here with Babar from Team Orgless, who managed to win one game and lose another. So we have changed the streaming schedule, seeing as this game we're going to be streaming now, Orgless versus AliGon, is going to be the decider who moves on to the semi-finals tomorrow. So Babar, well played thus far.
Thank you.
The streamers, or sorry, the casters, have even called you perhaps the MVP so far.
Oh, cool. I like it.
You're satisfied with your own performance and your team performance?
Yeah, I think we're a little bit shaky. We have a new member and everything, and haven't really gone through everything.
Yep.
But I think we can step up our game with a bit of practice. We played a lot of online leagues and such, so I think we need some time. But it's looking better, and we probably should won the match against the Germans.
Yeah. You told me earlier that you played Cash and you were not that happy with Cash as a map. Sometimes during the game it felt like you really had that one, but what happened? It's just slipped away for you at the end.
No, I think they are really good on Cash. They got 2 Cash a row, and that's pretty lucky from them. Yeah, they're really good on Cash, and but I think we put up a good fight. We were down, I think 9-1 or something, and
you took a tactical pause, and then you won 5 consecutive rounds after that.
No, I went to toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they were having a tactical talk. No, but I think we played a good game, but losing anti-ecos and such cannot really happen against such a good team. They will take advantage of it every time. So it's just to get back cracking, I guess.
So now we're gonna face AliGon, players that you played against. You know them quite well, right?
Yeah, they're my buddies.
What do you think? It's gonna be Mirage?
I think it's gonna be a tight game, I guess. I know Jumpy, the in-game leader, and he's really good on calling on T side.
Yeah.
I like him a lot, and they're good players in general. They bring in Sender also. So it's gonna be a tight game, and we have to be on our toes to be close to winning this.
Are you surprised that they won against Torpedo?
No, I don't know. Torpedo didn't really seem not better online, but they didn't play their A game. I think they had a bad day in general. And of course, AliGon is good. It's a good team. It's good players, and we all know it. So it's not really surprising either.
How about this then? Will you be surprised if AliGon wins against you guys?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, I don't know. I guess it can go either way, since we haven't really played our A game either. So it's gonna be a tight game, I think, as I said, and then surprised I will not be, but I guess it's just a tight game in general.
Yeah. And diplomatic answer from a diplomatic player, I'd say. Well, all the best of luck to you. Gonna play the last game of today, actually. So NATO and NATO Safix, please take it away. Mirage, let's go.
Alrighty. I think the table has been set here. It's going to be AliGon versus Orgless, and we haven't seen AliGon play here today at all. Obviously, they just beat Torpedo. I guess some people may find that as a surprise, but Torpedo maybe at the same time we saw them earlier, and they were having some glimpses of good efforts, but then again also failures in their play. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams match, and we're going to be seeing another Mirage here. Are we going towards that border we're discussing previously of too many Mirages within one day?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
It's quite possible. I think this is definitely going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a close fight. I see like these both teams are in quite similar level right now. So it should be an interesting matchup, definitely. So the situation is quite cutthroat, you could say. The winner of this match just go through to the semifinals, and the loser of this match, well, they go and cry.
We talked about that, yeah?
Yep.
The losers always cry.
They definitely do, and I think we are slowly getting ready to get this match underway. The players are obviously reading HLTV.org, because why wouldn't you? And CSGO subreddit and all that good stuff to keep yourself occupied while you were supposed to be playing, because we want to see some Counter-Strike here. they are connecting to the server, and hopefully we'll get this game started soon. Just go through the lineups, I guess. Alright, so we should probably go players we would like to highlight. We just got told that we've been highlighting Barbar as an MVP. Probably you did.
I think that was Blomstar maybe reading a bit too much into it. I said that he could definitely be a contender for one of the best players at the event, or he kind of wants to show that he's a contender. But I still think that he is, or has been, one of the best players at the event so far. So but setting him as the MVP just like that is maybe too fast.
I think from this lineup, actually, most of the players have shown up here. We've seen some good stuff from May, for example. Flash has had its moment. Dead Fox definitely has been shining too, and so has Skutten. So pretty much everyone on this roster has definitely shown capability of doing big things in terms of winning rounds for their team. But at the same time, they did lose against Attacks just moments ago. Though they were down 9-2, then getting that into a 9-6, and then actually having a decent fight.
They were up at one point, I think 11-10.
Yeah. So showing some mental fortitude at least in that situation. On the other side, as we said, AliGon, we haven't seen them all day. They have played 2 games, lost 1 and won 1, so that puts them in a situation similar to their opponents, where the winner of this match does go through to the semis. So we have Jumpy, a very experienced player, has been around for a long time, been away for a while. He was known in 1.6 as well. I guess one of the more known lineups that I was part of was MYM, PETA, and other famous old school guys, and they were in a rather good team for a shorter period of time in, like, I think 2008 or so. Other than that, you have Kaboom, Cobra, and Xelos. Is there anyone specific from AliGon you'd like to highlight?
I want to highlight, well, obviously Sender has been playing at a pretty high level. He's usually playing with the Benji kind of trio there with Berg and Robin, and also, well, it's not really a trio then, but I guess also Dumas, they usually play together. But if I were to highlight one player, it would be Jumpy. Had the pleasure of seeing him at ESL Nordic as well, and his in-game leading is absolutely phenomenal. He reads the game brilliantly, and his mid-round calling is one of the best that I've seen. He's absolutely amazing, and on top of that, he can also frag. So he's just a phenomenal player. I think Jumpy is going to be, could be the difference maker in this matchup.
Yeah, and Sende, as you mentioned, he played for example, Copenhagen Wolves last fall. They took part in the for the Cluj major qualifiers in Stockholm, actually, and he was I think a pretty good player in that lineup as well, and he's been playing together with these guys for a while. He's done a good job, and so it's going to be an interesting one here. We are still waiting for a couple of players to connect on the server so that we can get this game underway. Hopefully we're not going to be running into a lot of technical issues here, though. Let's knock the table. It's wooden, so I can knock it in hope of not cursing things now that I say that out loud.
I hope not. But I think we've got a very good game on our hands. We haven't seen AliGon yet, as you said. We saw Orgless play on Mirage, correct? The first game?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, versus Torpedo. Yeah, true. And it was a very close game. It went to overtime as well. And it kind of felt like Torpedo threw that game, to be honest. So, I'm not so sure that we would say Orgless is so strong on Mirage, but of course it's hard to judge just from a single
they
map.
are actually pretty decent. I've seen some good stuff from them. They have some good executes, specifically that have been impressing me, especially at the minor. That's where I think that's been their best performance as of recent times. And after that, they've had some organization issues. First of all, always going to affect your performance when you cannot be 100% maybe focusing in the game when things are not right in the background. So they went to assembly actually, and then I was casting as well, and they didn't have the best of times there. They went out in the group, not playing all too well actually, and so this is a good opportunity for them to rebound really. But I feel like this is going to be a super tight one. Could be, ever since like the first 2 games that we had today, it's just been very close. Every single game going either near 30 rounds or above 30 rounds.
True story. It would actually be kind of refreshing if we saw a game that wasn't down to the wire. But then again, obviously down to the wire is usually what is the most fun. But you can have good games, I'd say, without them being down to the wire.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah, definitely. But I mean, obviously, it's always going to be interesting. The most interesting when you have games that go all 30 rounds. It seems like everyone on both teams is sitting down on their PCs, and hopefully we'll get this game live, because that's what we're here for. We're here for Counter-Strike, not to blabber around about
some of us, I guess.
This and that. Yeah, I don't know what you're here for.
No, I'm just here to steal all your paper and blow my nose.
I've come to notice. I think everyone has.
Yeah, I think so too. So we are not quite... It says streamers are not ready yet. I feel quite ready. Don't know about you. But I feel
we're ready. I'm definitely 100% ready. Let's get that ready on the board. Ready to rock and roll here.
I mean, last time we had an error and they had to restart the map, so maybe that's what we're looking at. Streamers are ready now. Fantastic.
There we go. All we need is teams to just get ready, and we're going to have a knife round. I think exactly what's going on right now, too. So maybe a countdown coming any moment now, so we can get into the always exciting knife round. And again, a map like Mirage, doesn't really matter all too much which side you start on. It is a slightly CT-sided map, but at the same time, teams usually tend to get around that 6 mark in terms of their round count. You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I keep muting myself, and then I keep forgetting to unmute. But Baba and some other players just left the server, so my guess is they are going for a toilet break, knowing Team Orgless.
No.
Well, Baba's already
Can
back.
we not talk about toilets for once? And
no. I mean, it is the highlight of the tournament, I'd say.
We have a lot of recyclable bottles they can use.
That's true. So, all players are on the server. We're just waiting for everything to get started, and it shouldn't take too long, hopefully.
It's a nice overview of this area, by the way. We are in the middle of Inferno Online, an internet cafe here in Stockholm with over 400 PCs, by the way. And it seems like it's expanding every single year. Every time I come here, which is about maybe once a year, it seems to be just growing and growing.
Yeah, I mean, I only was here for ESL Nordic, which isn't too long ago, so I haven't really been part of the expansion, but it's definitely a huge place, and it's a really cool place as well. There's just computers everywhere, so it's a gamer's dream. And if you are near Stockholm, or if you ever go to Stockholm,
But a parent's hell.
Yeah, I would say go and visit.
Yeah, definitely. It's an interesting place. You definitely should come down here. Come play some Counter-Strike or a game of your choice. You've had an opportunity. There's a lot of different games that you can play on these computers. Definitely worth the visit. But we want to see some Counter-Strike now. Can we please get some Counter-Strike?
No.
I love it to death.
I think Barbara has some issues. Keeps rejoining.
Barbara has some issues. Whoa.
Yeah.
What kind of issues are we talking here?
Them all, I think. No, well, hopefully he'll get his mental issues fixed in just a short amount of time. And we should be getting almost into the game soon.
I don't know what to say.
So, we are restarting the map. I think
that must have been an issue with the eBot.
Yeah.
Which hopefully is going to be resolved now, and we want to get live into this match. Because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a nail-biter. Huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna be, it is essentially a decider match on who is not going to be advancing and who is going to be advancing to the semi-finals that happen tomorrow. So this is going to be the last game of the day. And it's quite pretty much it. So
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the spot now. So you get to predict the score of this game. Who's gonna win and what the score is gonna be?
16-13 Orgless.
I'm gonna say 16-10 AliGon.
Oof. Who is going to win the knife?
I'm gonna say AliGon.
I'm going to say AliGon. No, I'm going to say the other. Just because it's fun.
And
And then we can, like, be rivals and stuff. It's cool.
yeah. I think we are finally actually getting the readies. If I saw correctly, meaning that should be a knife run coming in so that we can get this game on. Enough of blabber. Let's get this Counter-Strike game going on. I think it's telling them that we are not ready yet. Am I mistaken?
Oh, I think that's true. But
Can
I
we
feel
get
ready.
the streamers ready? Because we are ready. I mean, there's. I don't think there's any more ready than we can be. Apparently, situation is not related to us not being ready, according to the server. But it's something else.
But
that
we
is
are ready
delaying
now.
us.
Now we're not ready. That's weird.
That is interesting. Well, just waiting a little bit here to get this ball rolling.
Yes. So, hopefully it won't take too long. We haven't had too many delays actually today. It hasn't been too bad.
No, I mean, I think we are. We are about an hour off of what was originally planned, but that is, you know, Counter-Strike is usually something that there's going to be some kind of technical issues or people needing to pee in the middle of a match. It's going to cause some problems, and exactly being what's going on so far. But it's been some good matches today. I mean, a lot of close ones. I think the team of the day has been that there's been a lot of situations where teams have had an advantage, and then that advantage has just fallen apart. Been like a theme today.
But we are going to be getting into the game, it looks like. So, the knife should be starting any second now, hopefully. The game should at least be underway. Yeah, we are hopping into it.
Hoppity hop hop. Nice round on its way, and well, my prediction was that AliGon's going to be the one picking it up, and then they're going to have a monster TT half. I guess, since I said 16-10 is my prediction in their favor. Let's see if that actually materializes or not. What is Scooten doing? He just jumped into his death. That made absolutely no sense. At least I got one thing right. It's definitely going to be AliGon winning this knife round. There we go. That's 1 out of 2. That's 1 out of 2 in the bag. I do feel like the AliGon guys, you know, they have skills, so it's a matter of feel comfortable in playing. Maybe a bit of aggressiveness and randomness is maybe something that's going to be kryptonite for Orgless. I feel like we could be having some of that coming through, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the last game of the day, and it's going to be AliGon versus Orgless, and we have AliGon on the CT side. And let's look at what Orgless is going to be purchasing here on this 2-pistol round. They've already bought 4 pieces of armor. Make that 5. So definitely not going to be an execute heavy pistol round for them. Seems like they're going to be sending 2 players in middle and 3 into B apartments. So that could be suggesting a bit of a B split. So we have Maeve here getting just demolished by Xelas, but there we go. Skeeton and Dead Fox managing to get a frag piece, and that's going to be that B bomb site. Under control by Team Orgless, and that's bomb down as well. It's going to be a 4-2 situation here in favor of the T's. This is going to be a hard, almost impossible retake unless you go and do just that and let these guys aim at you one by one. It's going to be through and through now. Scooting on the side. He's going to face Zende. Is he going to be able to manage to land these shots? He is eventually. Took a bit of time, but there you have it. It's going to be Orgless picking up that pistol round. Dead Fox with the last kill of the round. And it's 1-0 Orgless.
Yeah, so my prediction more likely than yours at this current point in time. But that doesn't really say much.
Okay, right. First round. You're like Twitch chat. But one run down, it's a GG Ripskins.
Oh yes, that's perfect. It's perfect. That is so true. But it is going to be a force coming in from AliGon. Not very surprising. Jumpy going to be only buying a PT50 and a smoke, so perhaps saving a bit of money for the AWP. He is definitely one of those in-game leaders that can pick up an AWP and play around with it, so it's not too surprising. But Dead Fox going to be finding yet another frag into this. He already has 4 in 2 rounds as Sandy also takes down Barbar, so it is now once again Maeve coming in from behind the B bomb site. It's crazy how often this works for the Team Orgless guys. And it seems to work almost every single time, and now he's close up here in the market or kitchen area, whichever you want to say, and they should be catching out Cobra. And not quite. Now Cobra actually has somewhat the advantage. Of course, he's not going to be getting it back into this round, but he does have the range. He's going to be taking down 1. Not going to be getting the second. And the CTs, they have a Mag 10. Probably not going to be helping them too much. Personally, versus AKs, I'd probably prefer a 5.7, some other pistol, than a Mag 10. Because I don't think it works very well against head armor. So him losing that gun isn't too big of a problem, but if he can save this scout kaboom, that'd be quite nice. He could play around with his scout armor next round. And he also saves the 5.7, so he can drop his 5.7 to a teammate, or he could drop the scout. He's going to be dropping his 5.7, and he's going to be hanging on to the scout. I think that's a better decision, since he has the body armor, and so he wants to hang on to the biggest gun. But 2-0 in favor of Orgless, and now we're seeing more or less a full eco for AliGon.
That is very true, and right now, a very split up Orgless. So we have Maeve and Barbar going towards the B bomb side. They're going to be molotoving the car, throwing a couple of nades and see what's going on in B. In fact, they're just going to be running in there, and it's going to be almost empty. Just one player in B short. He's going to have to fall back. Meanwhile, Flash is going to get 2 kills on A. And look at this. A lot of patience for Orgless. They're going to be having that bomb go T-spawn and to that A side, but Maeve is going on a hunt. He's spotted 2 in B short. And that grenade is a full-on Kobe. It's going to land right in the feet of one of the CTs, and it's going to be, pretty quickly over with. Only 1 casualty for Orgless as well. That's a pretty clean round. It's going to mean some economy to be built for them as well. And now AliGon finally with the purchase or full buy round here. Cobra on that op. Everyone else on an M4s.
Yeah, but Cobra doesn't have any body armor and no nades, so going with the glass cannon, as people like to call it. Dead Fox actually going to be caught out by that triple stack in mid. It's a very nice call by the CT side here, and Celos now up close and personal, and Huitten is going to be spotting him out, but right now they aren't really willing to take the fight. Barbar needs to land the shot, and he does so indeed, so Jumpy going to be taken down, and Huitten needs to find this frag as well. He isn't going to be able to do so, and so this 2 versus 4 situation is definitely favoring the CTs, not only in terms of numbers, but also in, well, with the fact that the bomb is towards T-spawn, and neither of the T players are remotely close.
The bomb is down all the way. T-spawn Barbar is behind enemy lines, you could say. He could be able to surprise one of these CTs if he's going to check his left, but he's not. And Zenda's going to say thank you and pick up that op potentially. Where did it go? Oh, he's got that. Never mind. I thought he was like, where did that op go? But he got it. And that's going to be AliGon on the board, and there you have it. The Swedes are throwing some aggressiveness into this game right off the get-go in the first weapon round, pushing middle and making it work, and then there we go. It's going to be a double op situation, Cobra and Jumpy on ops. See if how this changes their approach to it. It's going to be Cobra here in a window, and Jumpy's going to be short. And you're going to be spawning Dead Fox in middle. Cobra does not connect on the shot. They do have a very aggressive approach to this middle. Pretty sure there's going to be casualties anytime soon.
Sounds quite likely, and I think it's been the case in pretty much, well, we've only seen one other map, one other game on Mirage for Team Orgless, but they really like to go mid-heavy and take it together, and they are going to do so, but they are going to be losing quite a few players, and yet they also do manage to get 2 kills, in fact. So now Sendy is the last man guarding the A bomb site, and Whitten going to be trying to plant, and this smoke might enable him to do so. He's at a bit of an off angle, and that actually means that he's going to be able to flash his way through, but Sendy wise enough to see that coming miles away.
Why did he even jump?
Him down.
That made no sense. Scootin'. Really 3-on-2 now, making it a 2-on-2. A flash gets a kill on Jumpy. That might be salvaging the situation partially, and Barbar as well. Kaboom. So it's going to be Zenda alone in 1-on-2. He's going to connect on both of the 2 remaining T's and have all the time in the world to defuse the bomb as well. A nice clutch from Zenda. And there we highlighted prior to this match as well. Played in a relatively high level in the past as well. Nice clutch from him. He's going to keep AliGon's hopes and dreams alive, as it would have been the Counter-Strike Nightmare. They lost that one after winning the first weapon round. Losing the round after that is usually the Nightmare. I know they do manage to win it. The thing is, though, AliGon is going to be very low on cash, and it's going to be a forced buy from Orgless because of that. Now look at this. The T's are setting up for an A play. They're setting up for those smokes, and they're pretty known for some very efficient attacks. And here comes the smokes, the flashes. Some from the CTs as well. It's going to be Barbar with the Tech 9, picking up a kill on Xelos, and then they're going to be swarming into this connector, and Jumpy with a triple kill. Jumping in and coming in there. Scootin' finally able to retaliate. A 2-on-3. Situation favors AliGon. The bomb is still now planted, obviously. Cobra is going to be facing Scootin'. Scootin' comes out on top, and Jumpy, being super low, could still be super dicey for the CTs. Kaboom. That's going to be the last one here. Is he going to connect? He does eventually. Scootin' so low in HP, so only 1 bullet. Say 2 would do the trick, but there he goes, Scootin'. He makes it happen, jumping on that ticket booth and picking up that op. Low HP. What a back and forth affair was that.
I just got to say, I love Whitten's bald head. Looks so amazing.
Shiny?
Yeah, so shiny.
Cool.
It's like, yeah, it's amazing. But they are going to be forcing AliGon to a bit of a force buy here.
Yeah, the situation is not great for them because like their money is just out the window.
Yeah, and if they do lose this force buy, which is highly likely, they are going to be forced to an eco, and then we're already looking at what should most likely be 6 rounds on the board for the T's already. And since we talked about this being usually 9-6 in favor of the CTs, that's really not the way to go about it. Baba going to be getting the bomb plant now, and Kaboom going to be peeking slowly, but is going to be taken down by Baba. And then Dead Fox takes down Jumpy, Sende also drops, and Cobra, last man standing, going to be coming in from behind, but it is in fact not covered. He might be able to find Whitten here, finds one! Oof, just a bit scary there. Dead Fox also going to be dropping. He can make so much economic damage here, and they're going to be facing him from every single angle, but so many players were low, and just a single bullet on either one of those players. I mean, even the clutch had potential in a way. If he shoots Barbar jumping away on the site, he only has 2 players to face. One of them is on 6 HP, and the bomb wasn't actually ticking too far, and they peeked everywhere, so did have potential, but now instead it's going to be AliGon on an eco, but I think his teammates will be quite happy with the fact that he got at least a few kills.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of a move push here from AliGon. It's not working too well though, as Scootin' gets the first 2 kills. Making it a 5-3 in favor of Orgless. We'll have everything going for them in this round number 8 as well. It's going to be only Kaboom left here as the last remaining CT. A middle push that did not deliver anything, as not a single kill has gone the way of AliGon. And neither it will, because it's going to be Scootin' with the last one as well. It's a great start for Team Orgless, has to be said.
Yeah, it's
and
looking more
bad for my prediction.
Yeah, I was just
obviously.
about to say, looking more and more like a 16-13 win for Orgless. That's maybe
16-13, no, 16-2.
Yeah. That's maybe a bit of a long shot for now, but I mean, it wouldn't be the first stop that we had seen today. AliGon, of course, hoping not to be stopped especially starting off the CT side. That would be quite annoying. The Flash is just going to be taking out Kaboom through the smoke, and then Flash almost actually peeks and pre-fires Cobra through the smoke there, or not through any smoke, but almost lands the one-shot. Dead Fox and Barbar take a frag each, and Sandy also gets one. But I mean, it is a 3 versus 2. It is somewhat possible, but it is unlikely that the CTs will get back into this. It just seems that these rounds are over so quickly.
Yeah.
Orgless just take control of the rounds and constantly put themselves up in such good positions and afterplant, positions and situations that there's just no way back as soon as they get the bomb site, it seems.
Yep, and no kit for either of the two that were remaining. Now it's going to be Zende alone here. He does have an AK and armor, and Molotov and a smoke to save, and money is not a friend of AliGon's right now. Neither is the round count. Neither of those two things really going their way. It is going to be the 7th round against AliGon's 2, and Orgless is on that T side, so it's pretty much job done when it comes to T half and Mirage, and still got 5 more to play here. So that's interesting times, or 6 rather. So we are going to see how this goes. It's going to be a save for AliGon. They have that AK they saved. Some upgrades on the pistols, but other than that, not really a lot of upgrades being done. Look at this though. Flash is going to get that kill on Cobra through the smoke. First making the damage with the nade. Maeve chiming in as well. The kill on Zende, and that's going to be that AK-47 down and out. Scooting as well. It's just like Fly is going down. Nothing working for AliGon at this point. Only Kaboom here. He might be able to get one. He does. Flash going down. Have an AK. Kaboom is going to have another kill. It may be 1 HP. Well, it's obviously probably not going to go in the favor of AliGon at this point, but Kaboom might be able to save this gun.
Yeah, and that would be definitely helpful. They will be buying up next round, so no matter what happens, he will be having a gun. But he is going to be taking down Dead Fox. And he looks to be hanging on to this gun because Maeve is probably not going to be pushing him with just 1 HP, and Huitan, it's really hard for him to clear out angles quickly since he has an AWP, and Maeve is actually trying for it. That's how desperately they want to pull this gun out of his hands, but they are not going to be able to manage it this time around, and it just seems like Orgless are playing so well right now that there really is no stopping. Flash took down a player on the buy round before through smoke, and then the round after he nades the smoke, takes him down to 10 HP, and shoots a different player through the smoke. So he's just twice in a row got a player through the same kind of smoke in the exact same situation without having any knowledge.
And now it seems like it's going to be Orgless with another A push coming in. But look at this. Look at the positioning from the CTs. They have 4 people on that A site pretty much right now. Barbar already just raiding through into CT spawn. Excelos ready for that. He's going to get that pick. Now the bomb is going to get planted. It's going to be a wide open plant too. And meanwhile, though, Excelos is going to deny that bomb plant right at the right time. Smokes are already disappearing too. But Dead Fox chimes in. Makes it a 4-3. Opportunities to be had, and bomb is finally gonna go down. Not the greatest of plans, and they are gonna be sandwiched slightly, so they need to connect some shots. Work this guys right now, otherwise it's gonna be hard. This Jumpy does get a kill. Dead Fox only at 1 HP. He's definitely gonna be dead anytime soon, and there we go. It's gonna be Flashy alone here in a 1-on-4. Not gonna be able to do anything. He's gonna get disposed by the AliGon players. And there you have it. They've got the 3rd round on the board.
Congratulations, AliGon. 3 rounds. It's not looking too good so far, and interestingly enough, it actually looked like when we went over to the camera of Orgless that they weren't actually happy or anything, but they're probably just very concentrated. I want to make sure that they'll only be celebrating when it is a fact and not just a possibility. So, Cobra taking the fight in mid, and he's not going to find anything through the smoke. And I think what Orgless do so well here in Mirage is that they just always seem to have mid control. That enables you to make splits on either bomb site, and they're also really good at actually boosting up into the window room at just the right time to have a good flank going. But fantastic flash comes in, and that means the two players in underpass are not going to get picked up, and they surely must know that they hit a guy with a smoke, but it is going to be kaboom, yeah, opening up with an auto sniper.
Yeah.
And it's not like the CCs have had a good economy throughout this game, so it's a bit of a risk buying such a big gun. But yeah, if it works for you, then I guess it's not a bad investment.
But Maeve is going to get a kill on Silas. That's going to retaliate the situation. It's going to be a 4-on-4 now. Barbara on Zended too, but then Cobra is going to connect a shot on Maeve. Makes it a 3-on-3. A side is open though. The bomb is going to go there through the A slope. There are no smokes for the T's though, so they're not going to be able to block off any of the crucial spots on the map. But Dead Fox does manage to get a good plant. So the situation slightly favors the T's now. It's all a matter of coordination and then playing together as a unit really that matters. For some reason Dead Fox decides and dies to Kaboom's auto sniper. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. No reason for him to be making that spot. But look at this. Barbara is going to be coming through to connector, and Skritten is going to get that diffuser now. They're going to be doubling up in that connector area. But it's Jumpy that gets the kill. It's going to be Kaboom on that diffuser. Is he going to survive this? Down to 3 HP. He's diffusing. He finally gets it too. So close was it. But he manages to survive it with 3 HP. That first few bullets did connect on him, but then the rest did not. Running out of bullets on Barbar. AliGon slowly getting into this match as it is 4-8 in the scoreline, and Orgless still has the money to buy in the round number 13. And Dead Fox opens things up. Gets an instantaneous kill on Cobra, who was playing window.
Dead Fox seemed to be stepping on massively here for his team, and he's just so close at landing the shot on Kaboom through the smoke, but instead Kaboom uses his auto sniper to great effect and takes down not one but 2 players in quick succession. So now it is a 2 versus 3 situation, and the T's, if they were to pick up this round, it would be really massive for them, as they would be killing off the CT economy. I mean, Kaboom was the last man standing last time, so I'm sure they won't have much money, and if they do win this, that will put them on 9. Then most likely AliGon will be force buying, and if they do win that as well, that would put them at 11-4. So if they do win this round, that would not seal the deal, but definitely give them a great chance at winning this game. And I like this boost. It's not something that we see come off too often, but it's a neat way to actually clear out this spot. I mean, you could have jumped over from Tetris, but it enables you to get shot from a few more angles, and Flash instead gets aggressively pushed, and all the CTs are just staying passive here. But Jumpy is going to be not winning the fight versus Flash, and Flash is even going to make it out of there. And he also has a Molotov, so he can actually block them off, and now a smoke as well. So this round suddenly got very, very interesting, and the bomb plant is an open bomb plant as well, so they can play it from slope as far as I can tell. Yeah, there it is. And perhaps it would have been an idea to wait with that Molotov for the bomb plant, but instead they are going to be just committing with it already. Baba needs to win this fight, and he doesn't. And now Flash is a bit of a hard clutch, but they don't know where he is, and now they do. And somehow Silos does not manage to hit any of those shots, and he doesn't have a kit either, so Flashy just needs to play this well, and he's shoulder peeking. He's not there. Silos is going to have to run.
Whoa.
And how does he not connect any shots there?
That is a very good question. I mean, end of the day, it was Jumpy that whiffed some shots. On Flash, they came through that little hole in Suzy spawn. Jumpy should have had that kill 10 out of 10 times. Doesn't happen, and that's what that's when the opportunity became a reality with the 2-on-2. Bomb down and eventually 1-on-1. And that's obviously going to spell some trouble for AliGon, as it is going to be 9-4 scoreline, and it's going to be a force buy from the Swedes of AliGon. They have 2 5.7s, they have 3 M4s, and a bit of aggressiveness in them. As we have most of Team Orgless right now towards this B bomb site in the B apartments. Still waiting for the right moment to do anything, though. It's not like they're committed to it yet. But it seems more than likely that they will eventually do that. Now, Flash here, though. Interesting flash, and Kaboom is trying to shoot as he is totally blinded. Doesn't connect on the bullets. It's going to be a 4-4 situation as CT's also managed to kill earlier on. Now, it's only going to be one in BFs now, which is Flash. The rest of the T's are still middle. Now the bomb is going to make its way to the TF, so there's potential for an eventual T push into the B bomb side. But that being said, Jumpy does get a kill on Flash. So the numbers favor AliGon once again.
But Jumpy only has a pistol, so he might actually jump into the BFs trying to salvage this gun. And if they just do catch him out, that would be amazing. But instead, it's going to be Maeve who's going to be selling a fake towards the A-bomb side. Or maybe he's just going to be going around to the B-bomb side again, which we've seen him do so many times. The lurk is just too strong. And Sendy, had he had a rifle, he would be winning this fight 10 out of 10. But with only a pistol, it is quite hard. And somehow, Cobra manages to mess that up. And now the whole round turns around as Sendy doesn't manage to actually win that fight due to him having a pistol and then not being able to take down the bomb carrier, and instead getting taken down, and Dead Fox takes down Celos. And of course they won't be on an eco now. It is the last round of the half. I think I might have said that earlier, but that's of course not the case. It's going to be a force, but it's a very, very poor force. They only have about 2k to work with, and the best they're going to have is a scout, which is really not a weapon that's a good contender versus an AWP or an AK.
Yeah, without a couple of whiffs, I think this could easily be, at least a 7-8 for AliGon, but instead they are looking at the barrel of a 4-11.5. Unless they make this pistol work, and there you have it though. That Fox is going to get tagged by Cobra's Scout. It's a great start. That being said though, that Fox and Maeve, they don't agree with me at all. They're going to get some kills going on. Eventually it actually becomes a 4-on-2 with Kaboom and Xelos being the last two CTs, but Kaboom is going to be pushing here into Flash, and he gets the kill. Gets that AK-47 as well. And gives his team a life, or he gives his team a fighting chance in this round number 15. Now Xelos has pushed through Palace all the way to T-spawn. And timing is not his friend, to be honest with you, unless he manages to actually come behind one of these trees. As Kaboom is going to be here in CT spawn. So it does work out for Xelos in the end. Bar goes down. It's a 2-on-2.
But Huitten is in the best position, and he just flubs it, but he still manages to stay alive. And Molotov goes into the A Palace, but really there's no players to find there. Of course, Celos has no way of knowing. Instead it's going to be Dead Fox just shooting a bullet straight into the spine of Celos. And it is that 11-4 that I kind of predicted if it were the case that they were going to lose that buy round. And so, as I said, it's not necessarily a done deal, but
nope.
It is definitely
it's a tall ask.
The right start.
Yeah, it's a tall ask for AliGon at this point. My prediction's out the window. 11-4. I was going for 16-10 AliGon, but they've been underwhelming so far in this match. But it is going to be the second pistol round. It's going to be AliGon on T side, and they have opted to go with 2 sets of nades on Zende and Jumpy. Molotov, 2 smokes and 2 flashes. Everyone else on armor and locks, and an A play is imminent. It's going to be Skitten, Maeve, and Barbar. 3 CTs await. And if they make it work here is a very valid question. Here comes the push. First couple of kills are going to be key here. Jumpy is going to try and get on top. He's going to try and go to the connector actually, but it's going to be the kills going to Skitten and Maeve. Maeve with a double, and Barbar coming in, and the Dead Fox chiming in the end as well. And that bit of a push towards the connector just got denied very, very promptly.
Yeah, so Orgless in the driver's seat. They are cruising to victory, it seems. And if the kind of general rule of CSGO is true, that you win the pistol round and then you usually get the first 3 of the half, that will put Orgless on 14-4. And then it looks more and more like a done deal. But of course, I'm not going to be counting anybody out. We've had some amazing comebacks this tournament already.
What
with
a nade.
the huge nade and good spray control as well, even through the smoke. And then Barba is actually going to be going down, so these 3 rounds that I was talking about, they might just be out the window. Maeve could be the difference maker if you can find the angle, but can't quite. Instead, it's Jumpy actually taking one down, but Flash is going to be the guy who takes down him quickly, and then Cobra, no, it's Kabuma, in fact, going to be taken down, and it all falls apart for AliGon. But, I mean, yeah, valiant effort. They got a bomb plant, which is nice, meaning that they can force up again here instead of going for an eco. If that's what they want, they can also, of course, just eco and go for a big buy. What do you think they're going to be doing?
Considering the fact that they just got 3 kills in that one, I think they might just go for the force buy, since considering they're 13-4 down, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like they're just going to be upgrading some pistols, maybe get a smoke or 2 and trying to force a bomb plant. However, it is a totally different question whether or not they're going to be able to do one. There's 2 Deagles here facing middle. They're going to be facing a dead Fox who's literally almost dead, down to 2 HP. Flash, though, is going to be the one connecting first. But it is Jumpy, and then Scootin and then Xelos getting kills. It's going back and forth, eventually being a 3-on-3. But dead Fox getting Xelos. It's going to take the numbers in favor of Orgless. There's still a minute and 20 to play on this. And a lot of aggressiveness to be seen here. Flash is taking none of it. It's going to go with the P90 and mow those last 2 guys down. And it's a 14-4 scoreline and a mountain to climb for the Swedish side of AliGon.
I think that round is just a true case of how little things can just totally change the outcome of a round. Dead Fox is on 2 HP and he starts shooting on, I believe it was Kaboom. And the aim punch means that Kaboom doesn't hit any shots. So, therefore, they end up losing the round instead of winning it, which they probably should have had they gotten down Dead Fox. So, simply just not having armor in that situation actually ended up costing them the round. And it's just, I really like how it can get down to the wire, even not just in whole games, but also just round for round, which is so beautiful in Counter-Strike.
I think our producer just had the pun of the weekend with AliGon being all gone. Oh well.
Go home, Ludwig. You're drunk.
I'm not really sure. Yeah. Round 19 going on here is full buy for both teams. Slowly taking over middle. It's AliGon right now, trying to make something work. It is, like I said, a mountain to climb for them, considering the situation right now. It's going to be Dead Fox facing Cobra. Dead Fox comes out on top. Gets a second kill, but Jumpy with 2 of his own to make it a quick 3-on-3 situation. And all possible for the T's right now. Definitely favors them in this situation. It's going to be Zende here, pushed out with the bomb as well. Around Tetris already. He's got 2 teammates coming in to help him out. Meanwhile, the CTs have 2 players towards the A side. Barbard's there. Scooting on A side. Flashing B. Right now, those 3 terrorists are attacking. Scooting is in a very good position. He's going to be instrumental in this one. And he is. He's getting that first kill. He's going to connect on Jumpy as well. He should, but he does not. Jumpy down to 13 HP. But Flash with 100 HP should be favored in this one. And there you go. And he's going to pick it up. He is going to. That's going to be the 15th round. And it's going to be the match point. And potentially, Orgless, they can smell that semi-final already against, I believe it's probably going to be against team.
Must be the winner of.
Yeah, preparation.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Right?
Yeah, because they beat Ends and Ancient.
Yeah, they would be. Yep. So
yeah.
Definitely, that's going to be for the second seed in this group. Preparations as the first one of the Group A. All right. And it's going to be AKs, Galils, Tech9s, a Cosibai, a Jumbo Sale if you ask James Bardolph. That's coming in to play for AliGon. And they're taking the middle very, very quickly. They're trying to force something out here. Scootin is taking that duel in the middle, but no kills were made until Flash and Maid come into the play. And all of a sudden, it's all gone. It's all done for in a matter of seconds before I really realized it. Wow. Yeah. That's how that was very one-sided. A lot more one-sided than we would have expected, really.
We are the worst predictors.
Huh?
We are the worst predictors.
Nah. You know, I don't think I've ever had a single prediction right. It's all good. You know, predicting sucks anyway. Not here to predict, just to talk Counter-Strike, mate.
Oh, I love it. It's like, I'm not good at predictions, so I hate predictions.
See how that goes, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, very one-sided affair. I think it's quite obvious that it is the boys from Orgless that bore the better team here today, between these two. So it's going to be AliGon that's going to be the one to cry tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe over a beer or two.
That's what I'd do, that's for sure.
I would do that too.
I'd cry in a beer. But, I mean, it's actually a bit of a shame for AliGon because they definitely had their chance. It's 16-4 and it looks like it was just a crushing defeat. But they were quite close early on. And AliGon just had so many situations where they completely missed their shots. And if those shots had just connected, as you said, it would have been a 7-8 instead. And that gives you a whole different mentality going into the second half. So I think this could have been much closer. Perhaps even with a slight chance for AliGon if they had actually just connected the shots that they should have.
Yeah, definitely. For example, the moment where Jumpy couldn't not land the shots on the guy coming through the hole into the spawn.
Oh, yeah.
Making it into a 2-on-2. And they made the round work, and our host is just running around here. Popstar is trying to find someone to interview, I'm guessing. Yeah, so just a lot of these kind of small little things that didn't work out for them. And when you build those up, when you have multiple situations like that, it's not going to be looking pretty. And definitely did in 16-4. They're never pretty.
It must be frustrating to go out on a loss like that. I mean,
it must be frustrating to be Blomstar right now and just running around.
Hey, Blomstar, you want to join our cast?
He's just going to be here like, hello.
Oh, he doesn't want to join.
Yeah.
He's scared. He's got to fix his microphone.
Alrighty.
But, what?
We can all say
that'd
goodbye.
Be nice. That'd be nice.
Sure. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, my lover.
Okay. whoa, what?
It's a song.
Right, I know.
You did the late part at the start. That's not fair.
Yeah, that was a choice I made.
The teams in the semi-final, we might as well do a bit of a rundown.
Right, and it is from Group A. It was preparations. Teams Katie and the boys. Then they took the first seed. And it was Ancient after a massive comeback against Ends on Train, being down 14-16. 14-6, obviously.
Yeah.
And taking 10 in a row. City side Train. And on this side, we had Attacks, who had to claim the first place. Not sure actually what happened in the last game. So that's going to be still actually ongoing. And it's Torpedoes that has actually won the first half on Cobblestone, 10-5. It's 13-12 right now in favor of Torpedo. So potentially that could have some kind of difference in terms of who's going to be first, who's going to be second. But
yeah,
regardless, it's going to be alternate Attacks that's going to go through.
Yeah. I didn't hear that good, guys, but tomorrow is going to be Attacks, Ancients, Team Preparation, and Orgless.
Yep.
There we have it. It's on screen right now, too.
We have it there. Perfect.
So
we start around 14 tomorrow. First game is going to be streamed 14, 2 p.m. That is. Guys, you did a great job today.
Thank you. You too. Popstar. It's always a pleasure. You are observant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so. So it's doing a great job.
A lot of running for me today, but that's how it is. Anyway, I'm using your mic now as naval suffix.
That's interesting stuff.
Thank you so much for today. We're going to be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Follow the semifinals from Pantamera, CSGO Challenge, 2nd edition. Who's going to be the winner? See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.
Good night.
Thank you too, man.
First blood!